Hello everyone. Today we're going to talk about how I make my worm chow. So it's really simple. You could weigh out each ingredient, or you can just do it by volume, which is really easy. And it's the easiest way I do it. I mean, I have weighed it out before, but it doesn't really matter. As long as you get 30% flour, 30% corn, and 30% oats. And what I do with my oats is I literally just put them in the stand mixer in the hopper and fill that thing up. It'll hold a half a pound of oats at a time. And you just turn it on, so it's pretty quiet, and it'll just sit there and grind. That's on low. But this is what it looks like when it's done. It's not super fine ground, but it's ground enough. And that's about 5 cups. So I'll just pour that in the big mixing bowl, and I'll show you guys the mixing bowl here. And we used to be cooks, so this mixing bowl is huge. And this is what we made bread in. And my flour's getting a little low, so I'm gonna have to add some more to that. And again, about almost 5 cups. And the corn flour, just do the same. Open up another one. And about 5 cups. I put a little more corn in it than I do flour. Actually, flour is the one I put usually just a little bit less in, but it's all almost exactly the same. But this is where I would normally add my coffee grounds and stuff, but I just picked them up today. They're still wet. I got to put them on something and let them dry out. I won't add them to the dry mix. And then I'll add lime to it. And remember, you're getting up to 10%. So this is why weight is important, because if you did lime by volume, that's way too much lime. And it will eventually dissolve in your bins, but it'll take a long time. So I don't like to add too much of that. It doesn't hurt anything. And it's there if you add it all the time. It's there when it's needed, when things get acidic. But this is what my worm chow ends up looking like. You know, I don't know how well you can see that, but it's fairly crumbly, and it's got the coffee grounds in it, and sometimes they don't break all the way up, so because I don't grind them or anything. But then you could add azomite. And like I usually add bird seed and stuff like that I grind. And then I just mix it up and you just give it a good toss. You know. And I got a bin I dump this into. I just used one of the bins. I had one of my breeder bins. Since I'm not using them right now, I'm just dumping them, filling one of those up. But just get all the clumps out, make sure it's well mixed, and then you can add it to whatever worm chow you got left. I do this before I run out, or I try to. I do sometimes run out and have to use the little plunge mixer and mix up some real quick. But this, you can tell it didn't take long. But I'll mix that up, I'll put it in the bin, and it'll be time to feed the worms. But that was it for today, guys. And remember, 30% flour, 30% corn flour, 30% oats, and 10% of your other ingredients. And that should be a nice, safe worm chow to use. You shouldn't worry about protein issues or any kind of deficiencies with using a worm chow like this. But I wouldn't sell this because of the coffee grounds. Now if I had unused, just rejected coffee grounds that I got from some source, then I'd probably add it to something I would sell, but that's kind of hard to find. I'm not sure if that's possible. I have not looked for free coffee grounds yet. Maybe that'll be the next thing to do. Well, you guys have a good night, and that's almost done actually with what I put in there. I put a 1/4 pound into it. So, and remember, like, subscribe, and hit that bell for notifications.